This is a modern housing estate which has been fast developing by the day in Namalanda on Entebbe Road. A great estate which sits on about 1,000 acres of land, however, did not exist before and was just a thicket with a few bushes. But as development cropped in, the thickets were cleared to pave way for the mansions and bungalows, with more still under construction in the area. However, there are strict guidelines for homeowners in order to compensate for the lost green cover. Each homestead is expected to have fruit trees in its compound walls and have a minimum height for a wall fence.
Now we are encouraging every home to plant an orchard in the eastern side of their homes. So a lot of trees have been planted, fruit trees like oranges, avocado, mangoes, fene. All these trees are planted there in an orderly way.
And all homes have abided by the guidelines, which gives the homes a fresh outlook. The streets too have all been planted with different tree species after which they are named. There is also less use of tarmac to enable the roots to penetrate the earth's crust. Further down the estate is an area that is a wetland and sits on over 100 acres that has since developed. Usually what happens with people who acquire land that is located in wetlands is that they reclaim the land so they can be able to put up permanent structures. But what has happened in this particular case is that the natural state of the wetland has been maintained, especially with the artificial pond which was set up right behind me, which happens to sit right in the middle of a beautiful golf course.
We realized that we needed to preserve a lot of water in our area. We found out that there were already streams originating from that land. So we said for every stream before it leaves our area, we have to keep as much water as it produces every year. So there are 12 streams. That means now we have 12 ponds.
Streams, however, still flow through the land, providing water to the tree species that are now spread out across the golf course. The original indigenous trees were left standing, with a few modern species recently planted to replace the tree cover that was cleared for the golf course. The water streams lead through to another piece that has since been converted into a vegetable garden, where a variety is grown in the waterlogged soils.
The water that we are using for irrigation comes from the ponds, which ponds we had created to get clay that we have used to roof our houses. So it's a cyclic. We benefit from the water through irrigation, and the fish that is in there, we supply it to the residents, and yet the same water is used to irrigate the vegetables growing there.
The communities around the area now draw water from the ponds and have opted not to build temporary structures in the area but grow vegetables instead. Greenhouses too have been set up for modern tomato farming. But not all of the wetland has been developed. There is an area of about 70 acres that has been left untouched for those that enjoy nature and is a habitat for some animals.
We had to preserve a lot of land purely because it had species that are rare. One of the trees that is in that nature park is a raffia palm, which has the biggest, longest and widest leaf on earth.
The process, however, has not come easy and at a cost that the developer does not regret because of the importance of the ecosystem and the need for sustainable development. Environmental authorities encourage construction in environmentally sensitive areas only if it will conserve the environment for generations to come. Craig Kadoda, NTV, EcoTalk.